So this is
based on what you're saying. This is art. I can put Poppo there.
What is your honest to God opinion?
Honest to
God is S tier?
Poppo is here, or Poppo is either here or one of these two spots, or one of these three spots, I guess.
I still don't see why you see Arthur is that high, but if you're gonna put him that high, I'd put Poppo below Arthur.
Maybe Arthur isn't that high. I don't know.
I don't see. You like you keep mentioning his passive like it's
because it's really good, but
so I'm just like speaking into.
I can see this being like maybe.
With the arguments you were making, I can see why you think Arthur is better than Mark Pilot, and will agree.
I don't want to argue about Poppo for too long. I think she's here. If you think she's lower, you can put her down. I'm not gonna be mad.
Like I said, now that I'm like I said, if you would have asked me before, like genuinely think about it, I would have said she was like a C character, if that. But now that I'm actually thinking about it,
I've gotten struck by too many good Poppos to put her too low, but I guess for the more naive.
Yeah, but were those? But if we're going on average rolls, were these like average rolls, or were these like were they lucky, or like were they actually getting
pretty normal 2, 3, 4, a good amount of time. I killed them a bunch of times. They still took my stars because they take a flat amount of stars.
Are you just basing this off of the really good Poppo games that you've had with other people?
Yeah.
Those are really good, though. You said that.
I've never had a really bad Poppo game. Or I've never had someone.
Lucky you.
I've never had someone play Poppo and then get like fucked.
I always get fucked as Poppo, but like I said, putting that aside. But also, if I didn't roll over, what do we say when there's -1 defense? You roll a 1. Do you know how many times I've been wrecked by Starbreaker rolling an 8? And me rolling it. It's happened more than once.
I think he's there.
Full HP, dead in one go. But like I said, I understand why they didn't give her better stats because Jesus fucking Christ. The juggernaut of orange juice.
I think he's there. Okay. On the other hand, Mary Poppo Mix is like garbage.
No.
Like here, maybe.
I put her above manager.
Sure.
Fuck Aru Scramble too. I put her above Aru Scramble.
Fine.
That hyper.
Fine.
That hyper.
Is really bad.
It's really bad. But it's even less bad than that. Maynie!
Maynie's fun.
Maynie's fun. She has Heterochromia, so she has bonus points in my book.
I don't know how good she... I think she's better than Arnell.
Would you?
I don't know if she's better as good as Syura. Yeah, I think so.
Worships the ground at Arnell's feet.
+1 defense is good.
Well, it's good for her purposes, because she needs to take damage for her hyper.
4 HP is not as good.
But that's the point of her character, is that she takes damage and dies, and then she comes back, and then she murders you.
Oh, I know. Which would be better if she had 5 HP, but that would make her unbalanced. She'd probably need like 6 rec if she had 5 HP.
I mean, like Kai has... Like, her point is to murder. Her point is to die and murder.
I think Maynie, if you play her right, she can be better than Arno. If you build up rage and then like you target someone across the map, you like blow through everyone there, you get your wins, you slow them down.
You get half the wins.
That's fine. You get your win.
You get your win and 50%. Oh, yeah. 50% of 50% stars.
You get your win, you get a quarter of their stars, you slow them down, and then you're on your way to killing the guy. You kill the boss in like 2 hits, and you get.
Yeah, because you do keep those stats for guard.
Yes.
Yeah, that is really useful. No, yeah, she could. Yeah, she's better than I know.
I think it's better than I think.
I'm starting to doubt CO and A tier now, honestly.
Me too. Honestly, maybe.
Switch them.
Maybe like this.
Yeah. You still want to say Hime's an A too?
I think Hime's an A too. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like.
Fuck Cupida. May. I love playing as May, honestly. It's so.
I don't.
I love playing as May.
Her hyper is too situational. you kind of gotta rely on
not getting
a level 4 card at the beginning of the game.
She's not great, but I love playing as her.
I think
if you put her in C,
I think she's worse than Iru, and maybe worse than Ron.
She is worse than Ron. No,
I think
she's worse than Ron. Yeah, it's understandable, but I do like
if you get your red and blue, she's
shit.
pretty good.
Oh shit.
I don't know where this guy goes.
He's
honestly 6 rec sucks. Holding 4 cards does not suck.
5 HP and neutral stats. That hyper. He's weird. He's a weird character. But those frayed cards, it's like a free tactical retreat. It's beautiful. And you get free stars whenever you get them. If you land on your own. But it's also really easy to get them because of your hyper and if you land on anybody else's home.
And if you land on your home with them, the difference between these two idiots is that you actually get the stars.
The stars go before Norma, which is useful.
Yes.
Would you say B? Because the 6 rec does suck wee wee, and the neutral stats can also suck wee wee.
I don't know if she's better than Eiley.
I asked, was he B?
No, I don't think so.
You see?
I think he's B.
I'd put him in the lowest B. I'd put him below Cupid though, but I'd say he's better than Ellie. But if you put him one below Ellie, and if you put him between Ellie and Isla, I also see them.
I don't think his free tactical retreat makes up for his 6 rec. And
understandable. Have a nice day. What?
Mio's weird to rate because she's so map reliant.
She really is. That -1 defense can be a bitch too. The 6 HP though.
6 HP and +1 evade is good, but yeah.
5 rec.
Because she's so map reliant, the highest I would put her is B tier. Like below Cupida. Even though she's really good. I think she's really good on the right map. And
well, yeah, it has to be on the. If you, what's it called? Hers is she gets half your stars. Is what?
Mm-hmm. She gets stars and yeah, she just gets stars.
She does not get stars and wins.
She gets stars.
So it costs 50, but if you're KOing people and getting half their stars, you're most likely gonna make it back.
Yeah.
Also, President's privilege.
I think he's here.
Worse than Kai? I bet her better than Kai.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I don't know about better than...
I think she's better than Alte, honestly.
They have the same stats. Except she has 6
Except she has 6 HP.
6 HP.
Yeah. And arguably a better hyper.
Self-destruct's so fun. Fuck Mira. Fuck Mira, fuck her hyper, fuck her passive, fuck her.
Honestly, for me, I think Mira is a Hime with more utility.
More utility?
Yeah.
What you mean?
More utility. She has the blinding smoke. She has a teleport. You can kind of do the same thing you do with Seo, except a little differently. You put a mark behind your house. Norma, go past. Teleport. Norma. That's good. You can teleport behind someone. TM. I don't know if she's.
Like I said, I've never actually played her.
I don't know if she's better than Hime, but her stats are good.
I would not say she's better than Hime.
I think she's better than Seo, and probably on the same level as Hime. I would say she's a little better, but I can see why you wouldn't. So
I personally do not think she's better than Hime.
I think she's like one of these two.
You better put her below. Put her where you want. You're not putting her above Hime. I'd argue that she's better than CO2, but CO2. Haha, that's like a chemistry thing. Not really. That only taking 2 damage is a bitch, man. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
And her hyper just don't take damage at all. Are you fucking?
The middle finger?
Hey, for real. Her 4 HP though. All you have to do is like hit her good twice and then she's dead.
Unless she heals. But yeah.
But I mean, you hit her, she walks like 1 or 2 spaces. You hit her, she's dead.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have any evade boost, so she just...
I don't think she's as good as Lulu, but maybe better than.
You'd put her in A?
I'd put her in A. She does have an evade boost. She has +1 evade.
She
she does.
has +1 attack and -2 defense, but she doesn't have any evade.
Pretty sure she has +1 evade, but maybe not.
No.
Maybe I would know because I know all the Hime stack.
That would be a bitch if she had +1 attack and evade.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she can't evade. Well, I mean, she can't. She doesn't have any evade boost. Also, because of the whole -2, you're pretty much banking that you're gonna roll low with shit.
Which is fine.
Regardless.
Which is fine.
Yeah, no, but like sometimes, like whenever you defend, you could be like, oh, but if I roll high, I can still, only take 1 or 2 No, you have to take the 2 every time.
Good thing about
Pretty
her
much. Unless you evade like a 3, like some kind of nerd.
If you're playing against Suguri or Sora or like Nath, and you have more than 2 HP, more than 2 HP, they have to whittle you down to 2. They can't like do their accelerator and kill you.
But like I said, you just have to hit her twice. You
see.
bonk her, she walks away. You bonk her again, she's dead. Like she could heal in that time.
Yeah.
But she could also not.
So a decent amount of the time she'll either just run away properly or warp away.
Or if God forbid she has her hyper only costs like 10, 20.
20.
Level 2, 20.
It might actually be 30. It's 20.
20.
Yeah, level 2, 20.
Solid Witch cannot protect you against Gamble. You fool.
I think she's worse than Lulu and better than Arno. So somewhere...
I'd say worse than Maynie.
Worse than Hime and Mira.
Mira doesn't deserve to be an A at all to me, but... So I'd say better than Mira. Mira.
Okay.
Nanako! Best girl! I do enjoy playing. The 3 HP is a bitch, but the +2 defense...
Her hyper
and her
dope,
hyper.
Dope as fuck.
Her hyper, you can last pretty long. And even me, I roll like shit, but I can still survive a fair amount of times as Nanako. The 3 HP is a bitch, but also the Rekka 4, she just comes back and she still has +2 defense. So she's probably gonna live. Probably.
I mean, it's hard to kill her when she's at full HP.
Yeah.
And it's still pretty hard to kill her when she's at 2 HP. So.
But, dude, having 1 HP and people... I mean, her still having +1 evade, even if you don't have a hyper, is really useful.
Yes.
But having the 1 HP and then deploying the bits, it ends in terror. I enjoy playing as Nanako.
Be high B tier.
I'd put her above... I'd say she's better than I know, but...
Okay, I'd say so too.
Okay. Is that good for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah! My girl.
Nath is great.
If you roll.
Yeah.
You have to not die in the process. She requires not dying in the process.
I think Nath is
Although,
somewhere in the better than Cook region.
Somewhere in the better than Cook.
Yeah.
I mean, but even if you like haven't had active extension the whole time, even if you just play her hyper, that's typically enough.
Yeah. Like a viable strategy with her is to play like Oh My Friend and wait for the boss to take people's stars and just kill the boss.
How the fuck did Kai get that high?
She's good.
He's good, but when did she get that high?
My gut instinct is like one of these 2 spots.
She has +1 evade.
Most
Better than Arthur.
Most likely here, but I could go either way. Because it's rough at first, and if you don't draw any battle cards.
Unless you're banking on Urbits or... what's it called? I'm on Fire, like the level 1, 2 boys.
I think he's good right there.
Natsumi! Don't you dare cringe at Natsumi. How dare you? Take it back. Take back the cringe.
He's not that good though.
Take back your cringe.
He's not that good though.
What's bad about her? Tell me. Exactly.
I'll tell you what is good about her. She is very good at fighting Mary Poppo.
I mean, the -1 attack might be a problem for some. It's not a problem for me because her whole identity is healing. As long as she don't even have to be alive. If she's standing on the same panel as another unit, she heals. That is a plus. And her
She
hyper.
doesn't have to be alive.
You don't have to be. You just have to be on the same unit as the panel. They can be knocked out. I've been on the same panel as another unit.
Oh, that's what you mean, right? You heal, yeah. No,
I'm not healing the person. I'm healing myself.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
But that's useful that they don't even have to be alive. You can just be on the same panel and just be like, I'm healing now.
And you get stars.
You get stars.
And you get even more stars from her hyper.
Her hyper. She's useful as hell.
She counters Kiriko. If you.
Where's the bad?
What did I just do?
What did you do?
Oh, I moved Helena. Poor Helena.
No, not. It's where she belongs.
It's better than Kiriko. Better than Ronell. I'd say better than Nanako. Maybe better than Sio. I don't know if she's better than.
I'd personally put her in A, but if you do want to put her at B+.
I think right here.
Okay. Best girl.
She could go in A.
She has a knife.
I could go either way. She could go in A, but
I think she's better than Mira.
I really don't think Mira and Hime should be that far apart.
Okay. What do you mean that far apart? They're literally one person.
No, I know. They're very similar, but like I said, Mira is just a Hime with better movement. But less stopping people's movements, which I think.
Okay, it's time for the star.
I don't even know if I can rank Nico.
For the wait, here I got this.
Nico tier.
Is it me like with two E's?
Ah, no.
Nico Nine.
It's E.
Nico.
Hmm.
What? She is the definition of a situational character. What do you mean?
Yes.
You can't. That's why I was giving her own tier. She's
know.
S, but she can be F.
I think Nico tier can be like between S and A.
I was just adding it to. I wasn't saying like it's worse than F. I was just adding it. Hey, put it above S. She deserves her own.
Nah. Nico tier.
Nico's below.
Nico.
Ni. Well, at least make it pink.
Okay, I'll change the code. I mean, no, but look, she's yellow. Okay, I'll make it blank.
Yeah, but C is yellow.
Yeah, I know.
Nico ni.
You know, I can't rank her.
You can't. She's the definition of coincidence.
Random AF.
Exactly. She's so quirky.
A good amount of the time you'll get something good, but then sometimes you won't.
But then you won't have money.
And then you'll not have money, but then like you get like fucking Nath hyper and you kill somebody.
She's the definition of situational.
Yeah.
That's why not having gift cards affect you.
That's also really good. NoName. It's better than
C.
C? Nah.
Okay, where is he good then?
I think he's A or B.
What?
Why is he C? I mean, I guess.
He's not that. The fact that his hyper already exists as a level 1 card that costs the same.
That makes his hyper even better, because...
Does it?
Yeah.
He has to wait until he's level 3 to use it.
Or you can think of it as having 3 extra copies of your hyper in the deck.
Oh my god.
Now, is that good? I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Because...
If your hyper already exists as a card,
you're letting the boss
sus.
take the guy's stars. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
His hyper is more useful as a battle card than it is as an actual card.
It's good to have cards that benefit your character, because summoning the boss doesn't benefit a lot of these characters.
And then there's literal hyper.
But it does benefit him. So it's good to have it as a card because it benefits him, so he wants to play it. And then like all these other fools are like, oh my god, there's a fucking my friend in the deck. God damn it, that card sucks. It's a dead draw. But for him, it's not a dead draw.
I think his hyper is more useful as a battle card than like an actual event.
Oh yeah, it is. Definitely. That doesn't make
It should have
bad,
just been the battle card. You have to spend 30 stars for this shit anyway. Hyper isn't very specific.
I don't know. I guess just because you don't get the stars and the boss does, I would put him like here. I think he's better than Ellie.
He still has negative on defense. I mean, I guess he has NoName head, but
He also has his
but
head
NoName
form.
head, you're pretty much fucked unless you're like one square in front of a house and behind a house.
Yeah.
Also, if it wasn't for the fact that you could change back to your normal self when you land on a hyper and when you land on a house, then
And he has 6 rec.
then yeah.
Maybe,
C.
Maybe there then.
C. My boy. He's not my boy. Fuck Peat.
Like seriously? Maybe like here?
In regular game though, like
I guess it's
unless charity just happened, the max his hyper gives you max +4 attack and defense and -2 evade, which
it is good. You're gonna kill somebody with that
Are you?
most of the time. If they have a good 3 or 4 HP, yeah. Unless it's Kyoko.
It's at a max though. It's the best possible case scenario.
Yeah.
If you're a dealer in co-op, then you have a case.
His hyper, I mean, there's no charity. If you have, if you just have 3 cards in your hand and you play, you have +4.
No, I said that's what I said. I said,
Yeah.
but if you have charity, then you have max.
Then you have +5. But like.
But I'm saying as a max, just the best case scenario. That's 4 for a -2.
Yeah, how much does it
And he has
matter?
3 HP.
His placement, my placement for him will depend on how much his hyper costs, because I forgot. I think it's
20
stars.
I think it's level 2 and 20.
Level 2 and 10 stars.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, no, I think he's like here.
He's not a B. That 3.
The 3 HP sucks, but if you're murdering people, I don't know. Maybe there then.
You think he's better than Ellie?
Yeah. He also has 4 rec, which is good.
Most 3 HP characters have 4.
All of them do, I think.
Tomato
Except
and
for Tomato,
Mimyuu.
they have less.
Best girl. They have less. That's even better.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
I don't know. What do you think? Lower?
No, he's better than Ellie. No, that's good.
QP dangerous.
QP danger sucks.
You're going to Brazil with all the other. These are all the fucking bonus characters. They all suck dick. Oh, which one sucks the most?
These are all Oh, they are. Oh no.
There you go.
Bonus. What a bonus.
And QP is also not that good. I think he's probably maybe better than
I'd say
Chris.
D+ C-.
You have to have like actively bad stats to be better than QP. So all these guys have actively bad stats. And I'd say
Chris
so does
technically
Chris.
has bad.
Yeah. QP's hyper's pretty good, but
It's level 2
for the
10
cost,
stars.
it's level 1 10 stars.
If it wasn't for Saki's stats, having a free hyper, that's a trap.
She has Nico's stats. She has Nico's stats, which isn't good because she can't hold.
She doesn't have a passive,
She doesn't
but
have,
she has 4 rec.
I think she's
You put her C+.
with Peat or Cupid or Kaiwa.
No.
Somewhere here.
No.
Where? S.
You're saying she's better than all these? She has to
Yes,
live.
yes.
She has to live.
Yes.
Those characters are kind of guaranteed to make it.
Having four HP isn't a death sentence, especially
Having-
with +1 evade.
No, it's not a death sentence, but just no passive and only the +1. If she rolls low, she's fucked. At least with other, like, lower characters, they have something to bounce back on, like a passive or other stats, but...
Oh, she has her hyper. You can put
that you have to hope somebody steps on.
path blockers.
There can be other traps on the board.
You gotta time it.
You can time it and still get warped.
or you can just put it on someone's house and circumvent all that.
Somebody could easily remove it.
What do you mean? I guess we are water duh. That can remove it.
We are Warda, the thing that does damage to you for the traps that are laid.
Mm-hmm.
I said easily. It's not easily removed, but
No.
it can be removed.
I think Saki's good.
I don't think she's bad, but now I wouldn't put her in B.
Cause 4 rec.
For
4 rec is good.
who's next?
Sham.
Sham.
Sham's good.
Yes. Cuties.
Damn, she's good actually.
She is good. Delta Field. And
Yeah.
as I said, I like characters with defense. So
1 defense, 1 evade.
I like it.
Well, he's better than Helena.
If you put her in D tier, that's so disrespectful. I put her in B, honestly.
B? I think she's
Maybe-
better than Natsumi. And Mira. And Hime. Maybe not Maynie.
Oh, she might be A now, yeah.
I think they're maybe better than Lulu.
I put her in the Lulu.
I think they're good stats, good hyper.
S tier Sherry. S tier Sherry. S tier Sherry. S tier Sherry. What?
I wouldn't complain. Cherry's really good.
She is amazing.
She's
I
Nico.
think she is Nico tier.
Nico tier.
She's not really situational. I'd say she's better than Mark, but
So should we put fucking Mimyuu and Nico tier?
nah.
I forgot. I think she was.
If you put like question marks for like situational, then yeah, no, they would belong together. But I think Sherry is S tier and better than Mark. Dare I say better than Lone Rider?
I don't think she's better than Mark.
What? They both have 5 rec and she has better stats and 5 HP.
Mark has a better hyper and can go first.
Does Mark have a better hyper though?
Fighting everyone. You will die.
I've never died.
You'll die.
I've died.
You'll die some amount of the time.
Plus
You'll
2
never die.
evade.
You'll never die if you use Mark's hyper.
You can still use. You can still use what's it called? Battle cards during those.
I know.
So if you plan it right, then it could very much so go in your favor.
Well, I know.
I've nade fools.
Honestly, the way this S tier looks, I think it's like this. Honestly,
You think Mark is the highest S tier?
Mark will fuck your shit up. Mark.
I'm not saying she won't, but I think the Sherry's better. Like I said, they have the same rec, but Sherry has 5 HP and she at least has +1 evade. So she's better stats.
She's better at stats other than the fact that she goes second and everything. And again, I think Mark's hyper is better.
See,
and it's better
You think fucking Mark's hyper is
because it's good.
Jesus? You think it is Jesus?
It will fuck you up and get you wins and get rid of your stars, so no one wants to fight you.
It doesn't get rid of your stars.
It gets rid of your stars if you're playing Mark, so then no one wants to fight you.
People want to fight you because you're Mark.
I guess. No, I could go either way. I would.
You
I
love your fucking Mark, Jesus.
I can see it either way. I don't play Mark that much. I just know that she's good.
She's good, but I wouldn't say she's better than Sherry, personally.
Okay. I can see it.
This Lone Rider.
I can see it.
Cuties.
Mm.
The hyper slaps.
I don't
So
like.
first and foremost. And their passive
It's good.
is good.
Right.
Getting random attacker defense. Yummy.
I'm talking mostly about the event. Giving extra stars.
I honestly forgot that was a thing I've never played.
That's good. The +1 attack or defense is meh, because you can just play either Sora or Sham and be better like that.
But you're not cuties.
Only being able to choose Star Normas hurts sometimes.
Does it?
Sometimes.
Do you kill as cute? I don't think murder is the goal.
No,
Your whole thing is dedicated to getting stars.
It's not the goal, but I'm talking about having flexibility is good. Being able to not choose a Norma is bad. No matter what, it can't be good.
Well, there's only 2 characters that applies to, though.
No, I know, but and it's not good for either of them.
Why would you choose stars as Starbreaker?
Well, it's not that you would. It's that you can. It's the fact that you can or cannot. It's having the option.
But if it makes no sense to... It makes more sense to have a choice as Cuties, but as Starbreaker that doesn't...
There will be a game or two where it'll make sense, and having the option will never hurt, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And not having the option is a bad thing.
Okay.
No matter what.
Okay.
It hurts to put Cuties, but, like... I don't think they're that good. I think they're C. Or maybe, like, B.
I've never played as them. This is a you decision.
I play with them a lot.
I know you play them a lot. That's why I said this is a you decision.
I'm fine with them here, actually.
The hyper slaps enough for me to say that they belong high.
Which one's better, Sora military or Sora? I think they go next to each other. In A tier, or maybe B. But
The fact that Sora revives next turn is pretty nice.
until you get chain killed like you do with Shifu, then it's not nice.
You still revive the next turn.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're gonna lose your stars.
You're probably going for wins anyway.
Maybe. But I mean,
I think
losing
Sora...
your stars it still hurts because you can't use your hyper.
It only costs 20 stars.
30.
Sora's cost 30, but Sora militaries cost 20.
You might be right. I don't actually remember.
I know it. Yeah. Sora military is level 2 and 20 stars, and Sora is level 3 and 30 stars.
I don't know about that. I think they're both level 3. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different character.
My dude. Level 2 and 20 stars.
Level 2 and 20.
Like I said. The fact that you can surprise people with Awakening of Talent, like, because it can be used as a battle card. You can't use Sora's as a battle card. And it's more expensive, and it requires level 3. So I'd argue that Sora military is better. Because they're the same stats.
So where do you think they go? After Pilot? Mark Pilot? After Cook? After Nath?
I'd put Sora military after Nath. And then I'd put Sora... No. Yeah, no, wait. Go back up.
I put them right
Yeah,
next
let
to
me
each
see.
other.
I'd put Sora military above Nath, and then Sora...
Like that?
Okay.
Okay.
Start. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me move her in. There we go.
She's the same as Kai, in which they don't need to live or get stars. Well, actually, any attacker character.
Honestly, now that I think about it. Well, Kai's 4 rec. I was gonna say, because I wouldn't put Starbreaker this high, but I think she's similar to Kai, so maybe bring Kai down, but...
They're literally just attacker characters.
Kai's 4 rec is...
She's the perfect attacker.
Again, with Starbreaker, not being able to choose Star Normal when you really want to.
I mean, what if her hyper?
And I'm thinking, like, if you're rolling normally, She's
But the thing about it is,
she's relying on decent rolls at least.
she is.
If you roll like,
because even if you land on her hype, like even if you land on her trap, it just gets you down to 1 HP. That doesn't mean that that person is near you and that you can swoop in and actually get them. It's kind of situational too.
maybe she's just better, straight up.
And other people,
Kai and nothing else.
other people typically norma faster than her, so So they norma faster, and then they get to the boss, and then all your encounter panels are gone.
When you get to the boss, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. Now that the Master Anglers event is going on, then I mean that's giving you wins. But
is that fine? Is it just straight up better than Kai?
would you say she's worse than Altair?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say she's worse than Altair.
One of the two.
I'd say she's better than Altair.
Okay.
Probably me.
Then we got the 3 Suguris. Which one is the worst Suguri? I'd say her.
That she has the worst stats.
Where does she go? C? I'd say C.
How dare you put her below Peat? How dare you? At least. There you go.
I
Okay,
fixed it.
at the very least. The thing about Suguri's hyper is you're just like, oh my god, 2 dice, but you could still roll low as shit. Like, it's just like, oh, this person has 1 HP, accelerator, and then you roll a fucking 3 and you can't even reach them. And then...
I was gonna say the thing about her hyper is, like... Oh wait, you're talking about Suguri.
No, the regular Suguri.
No, I'm talking about this bitch.
Oh, we're still on that Suguri.
I'm trying to think of this right spot, cause... What are the cards? The card you can get with them are like... There's like long distance
like 8.
shot. Yeah,
the cards you can bring into the game, there's only like 3. And then, there's like 5. And then the card you can get from her hyper increases it to like 8 or 9.
Cloud of Seagulls isn't that good. I mean, it's good.
It can immediately murder.
Right, but it can also murder you. That's what I'm saying. It's good.
It can murder you.
It's one of her best options, and the fact that that's one of her best options is sad.
I told you earlier. Her getting Iru's hyper
is
amazing. OP.
Yes,
That's murder. It's just straight up murder.
But then she can get like Star Blasting Fuse and long distance shot, and you're like sad.
You're sad.
I guess that's fine.
Also, the fact that it's free is pretty.
I don't know which of these two is better. I'd say
no. I was making a point
Suguri.
to say that accelerator, you could still roll low as shit.
You could, but it's a luck equalizer, which I like.
A luck equalizer.
Yeah, because you're. I didn't want to do that.
Where'd you go? Oh.
There we go. She's F.
No. Incorrect.
When you roll 2 dice, you're more likely to roll a 7 than anything, and when you roll 1 die, you're like.
How are you likely to roll a 7 if you have 2 dice?
If you have 2 die, you roll a 7. Like I don't know. It's like 7 out of 36 times or something. I don't know what the actual
You're
stats is.
bringing actual math into this.
I don't know what the actual stats is. I just know that the most likely roll is a 7. When with just 1 die.
I'm the king of unlikely rolls then, because goddamn, I've never rolled a 7. But also, like I said, with the... So say hypothetically you still get that move, and then you get there, and you have +2 evade, and you're like, psh, I'm rolling 2 die for +2 evade, I'm fine. And then you're not fine. And you fucking die.
You're almost always fine though. unless you're like fighting
you could not be fine.
It's possible.
It's possible. You're not see, because Sora is you're guaranteed to get the 5 and 6 and stuff. You're not guaranteed anything with Accelerator.
Oh yeah, no, I think Sora is better than Suguri. At least this one. I think Suguri's stats are really good.
They are. Best free character. Base game character, I guess.
Oh, base game.
No.
Base game.
Well, Poppo is a base game character.
No. Oh, if you're talking about like base game, yeah.
I said free. I mean free meaning not purchasing a DLC free.
Well, so is Sora. You don't need a DLC for. I don't think. Do you? No, you don't.
No, Sora's a base game character too. Yeah, but Mark is too. You know, we're not bringing her into this.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Mark.
Yes, Suguri is. I think Suguri is the best free character. No.
Mark's free, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's up then.
You really think Suguri is better than Mark?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't get why you think that she's that high, but this is a joint effort.
Which would mean that she would go down lower because it's joint and not my opinion. No.
I understand your reasoning for this. I just disagree. I just don't think she's that great, but I understand. This we can have a whole hour-long talk about that, but
Anyways, Suguri version 2.
better
Better
passive.
or worse?
So she has a passive, which is better, and then her hyper is cheaper, and also more beneficial, to everyone.
Well, the to everyone part isn't good, but
The everyone part isn't good, but
I think her hyper is worse. Not by a lot, but she has a good passive. Really good passive.
the passive is better. The fact that she has a passive and the passive is better. But Revivalist. Revivalist. I feel like she's made for co-op more than she's made for online. Because I'm pretty sure she has like an A or B in everything.
There you go.
Because she's a great defense. Even though she has -1 defense, if you play her as a defender in co-op mode, then because she gains 1 HP, you give 1 HP to somebody else, and then you immediately get it back your next turn. It's big brain. Big brain.
I'm not thinking about co-op.
I know you're not thinking about co-op, but I'm saying
yeah,
I'm saying that
true.
I think she was made for co-op because she can do literally anything in co-op. Holding only 2 cards though. That is kind of a bitch.
Just use the cards,
It's
PogChamp.
kind of a bitch.
Just use the cards, PogChamp.
But sometimes you can't.
Well, then discard them.
Well, it's a bitch. Is it not?
I could see either way.
Wait, you say she's better than both the Soras?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I wouldn't say she's better than both the Soras.
Okay.
You said the bonus version of Sora and Suguri are better than the OG.
Because they are.
But
We got the
bonus,
two
however-
bonus characters, they bomb, and the 3 other ones.
But Sumika.
If you could see what cards have been discarded,
Okay, see, I was gonna
Sumika
say
would be like
when you just look at her hyper, you're just like cool, but then you don't know what other people have discarded.
Yeah,
Do you know how disappointing it is to be like, oh, I'm just gonna use these 2 hypers that people pulled, but no, somebody discarded fucking Scrambled Eve.
Right.
God damn it, I don't want Scrambled Eve.
What I think is her hyper. It's not random, but it has an element of randomness that makes it.
You could be unpleasantly surprised.
That makes it like a worse Nico hyper.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to play it for hypers though.
No, but if you just like play it, like you have no clue what's been discarded, you're gonna get 2 random cards, which could be really good.
I mean, unless you're keeping track of if other people have been discarding or not. In which case,
There's like 2 you can with you can do it with like sweep breakers.
-1 defense. She has the Hime stat TM.
Maybe there.
You say that she's better than Hime?
I don't know.
The unpleasant surprise of her, the potential unpleasant surprise of her hyper.
Actually, I think there's like a better spot
Where'd you put her?
between Tsih and Natsumi.
Okay. Oh, the cat is screaming. Meow. It's not meow.
So speaking of sweep breaker.
Trash. 6 HP, 6 wreck. No.
Decent hyper. Is it decent enough to be in B tier?
No. I'd say she's a C tier character. He's not worse than Chris.
I know. I'm just putting the mouse down.
Damn. Savage. I just realized I'm moving.
Well, I think she's better than the merchant. She's better than the merchant. I think she's better than NoName. Actually, I think she's better than fucking Kyosuke. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. I think Saki's better than Kyosuke.
Needs to go down.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Saki's better.
I think he moved him. I don't think he was that high. He was definitely lower than.
I think he was right. I think he was here.
Yeah, no, you moved him. He was definitely.
I might have moved him by accident. Sweetbreaker is. I think she's better than.
The 6 rec is a bit.
Peat. Yeah.
They're both card based.
Actually, yeah.
They're hypers are card based.
I'd say she's on the same level as Peat.
It's such an insult.
I think she's slightly better than.
I think everybody's card. Well, everybody gets to see everybody's cards.
Because she has HP.
And but also discarding a random person's card so they don't.
So they don't know. Yeah.
That's. Oof.
Syura.
Syura. I love Syura. She's not that great, but I do like her.
She has like +1 defense, right? That's it.
+1 defense, but when she has 1 HP, she gets +1 attack and evade. So when she's at 1 HP, she has +1 everything.
Does she have 4 rec?
Yes.
4 HP, 4 rec, +1 HP.
And her hyper is free, and
I think better than Saki. I think defense is better than evade for 4 HP.
Also her hyper.
Her hyper is...
The weaker she gets, the stronger she gets, which we stand.
Honestly, I wouldn't say she's better than Ellie, but...
No.
Who are you? I'm you, but stronger.
Teotoratta. Speaking of 4 rec, which is nice because she's the only 5 HP character with 4 rec. And +1 HP. She's Saki but better. And she can encounter animals. Which is fine. Her hyper is dumb. I like Teo. Her hyper
you're never gonna use.
It never applies.
Her stats are okay. 4 rec is nice.
4 rec, 5 HP, +1. Better Saki.
When I play her for fucking for her stats, not for.
Yeah, I play her for the 4 rec. I do not play for the hyper. Hell, I'm disappointed whenever I get my hyper.
I don't know if she's better than Saki. Cause Saki has a good hyper. Cause Saki has a good. I think Saki's hyper is worth the 1 HP less. I think she's worse than Saki. I think it's between Saki.
You can only put her one lower.
No, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Just put it right here.
I've never played Tequila, but he seems stupid and he has -3 evade. What the fuck?
I haven't played Tequila either, but...
+1 you don't want to attack him. -3.
You don't want to attack him. that's
Once you attack him, you...
That's the sucking part.
He gains more attack. He's an Avenger.
You can't attack him. His hyper is meh. He has minions that give him stars if they kill you.
Would you say he's better than Chris?
He's better than QP.
Okay.
And yes, he's better than Chris.
Okay. So, worse than Aru?
I think objectively, if I played him more and knew more about him, I might be able to play some like in A or B tier. But since I have no clue how he really plays,
I've never heard somebody have fun playing as Tequila.
Yeah.
Yes. My girls. Mimyuu, best girl. I love them. Fuck tomato.
I'm gonna tell you where I think they go. I think they go here.
Below Cuties?
Yes.
But Mimyuu pranks you.
Fuck me. And
what? How dare you?
Fuck
you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because better than Suguri, better than Sleepbreaker. But I think Kai just wrecks them. Definitely.
Everybody wrecks them, but that's the point. Quarter wins, revive, and act on revival.
For Mimyuu.
They're like the attackers of which...
No, for Mimyuu, but if you kill Tomato, you still get the 2 wins and 50% stars.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But also 3 wreck and you get to act on revival.
3 rec and acting on revival is great.
Yes.
Acting on revival actually is amazing.
Yes.
I don't think it's enough for how much they get fucked.
Can verify. But it's so fun.
I would place them like at most tier.
I don't know if I'd place them higher. I enjoy them, but I don't know if I can place them higher than Cuties.
I could see them being.
And also, okay, and also considering hypers, Mimyuu's is so cute.
Mimyuu's hyper is fine until you give it to Nico and she gets +1 stars and a card to change. You give it to yourself and you die. Or you give it to a character with low HP that's about to get murdered and you just heal them back to full.
But it's funny, it's pranks.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
You're getting pranked with the T. Tomatoes, however.
It's good if you could draw it.
Yeah. I've never played as either of the Tomomos. Wait, where's Sweetbreaker?
She's part of. She's part of.
They're two different characters, though.
I mean, like technically, but they're the same. She turns
completely different stats, hyper and HP.
Well, yeah, but she turns into Sweetbreaker.
I know that she does, but they're still different characters.
So you say Nath and Mimyuu are different characters? No, not Nath and Mimyuu. Tomato and Mimyuu are different characters. Because these guys turn into each other.
Yeah, man. They at least have the same HP and like similar stats and shit.
I guess.
They don't even have the same type of hyper. They have gift.
Well, I mean, obviously, Tomomo Sweet Eater goes here, but since she has to be casual first.
Also, that theme. I mean, but even before you use her gift, it does give you +1 attack, which is.
And it stacks.
And it's stuck.
Does it stack? It stacks with itself.
I forgot what Sweet Eaters. Oh, everybody takes 1 damage for each HP you're missing.
Yep.
So.
Which isn't that great.
Which isn't that great.
But +3 attack is.
But +3 attack is.
I think. I do not like her. I think she could go like here.
Below NoName.
Below Eiley, honestly. I don't like her. And I've seen people turn into Sweet Eater like
once at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, and they'd like died or didn't do jack shit. I think here. And regular Tomomo.
Unsoftened Tomomo, I think, is.
It's also another good. Her hypers. Pretty trash.
I don't think it's pretty trash.
Okay sometimes.
You just wait till people revive, and you get them.
No, I know, but like well, then what?
Getting.
Then what? You slow them down, you get.
And then you don't have 6 rec.
Yeah, so you slow them down, you get the same amount of rec as a normal character, but like.
Which is useful when you have fucking 6 rec.
Yeah, I know, but like, it turns your 6 rec into a normal amount of rec,
which is good.
And you have to wait till you're not full HP either.
You have to wait until level 4.
And level 4.
You have to wait until.
Well, yeah, because
you can kill yourself in the process, and then you're contributing to your -1 rec.
Yeah, but then what's the point? You're just kind of you just kind of sit there and you don't even get to like save up your rec. You just kill everyone for no reason.
The humor. The lols.
I think she's bad. I think she's worse than the casual.
No.
I mean, having +2 attack from the get-go is good.
And +1 evade.
She doesn't have +1 evade when she's softened.
That's it. We're talking about unsoftened.
Oh, we're talking about unsoftened? Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Were we not talking about unsoftened?
No, because you can't play her in multiplayer. Unsoftened is.
Oh, you're specifically talking about online.
Yeah, unsoftened Tomomo is S tier. With +2, +1, and she's S tier.
Okay, well, soften Tomomo, then yeah, go back down, I guess.
No, softened Tomomo is worse.
Why is she better than casual?
Maybe, yeah. I was gonna say
casual has -1. Tomomo at least has 2. And her theme is better. She's worse than Ellie. I don't get why you think her Piper is so trash. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
I mean, there's worse hypers, but her, like, if you use it when you're at full HP, unless you really need to slow someone down and you trust that you're gonna get back up, it's basically useless. If you otherwise, you're killing like 2 people on average. You're gonna have 4 rec, which is good, but 4 rec with 4 HP, you can play as Saki. You won't have +2 attack. That's it. Having neutral stats on everything else is nice, but
oh yeah, I should get rid of her +5. Maybe. There's way too much thought being put into this. It's 3 in the goddamn morning.
alright, let's finish this. Just 4 more.
I have not played as her, but
No, she's not as tier. I think she's really good, but
what is it? 0, -1, +2.
0, -1 plus 2.
But if you're carrying a gift card, you get +2.
You get +2.
Her hyper is pretty great.
And her hyper is good. You can get someone with +4 attack if you have a gift card with it.
Yeah.
You don't get target. It's like better Helena's hyper.
Take no damage, but except you can choose to get +2 more damage. Yeah, you can get +2 attack.
And if you get the right gift card, she's like
Unstoppable.
well, I don't know.
A god among men. I'm kidding. Lucky 7s. You use her hyper. You get out of her hyper. She has +4. Rolls a 7. Rolls a fucking 11 for attack. You can't live.
I think she's straight up better than Kai.
No living for you. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I never played with her.
They do,
so
they
this
do
is-
two
this
different
is it.
things, but
I'm not realizing how many of these people have not played.
+2 attack and +2. Having +2
2
attack,
-1 2 is pretty. It's a
Yes.
good sandwich.
because like even Starbreaker, you have to sacrifice your evade because you have -1. Tomomo has 0 and 4 HP and 6 rec. She just has normal stats with she has 4 HP, but 5 rec +2 -1 +2.
Permanent +2 evade.
Yeah.
And she has sweater paws.
Yuki Dangerous is so bad. She's so bad.
If you have dangerous in your name, you belong in the D tier.
She's so bad. I think she's worse than Cupid. Maybe not. Maybe
No, she's worse than you. She is worse than QB Dangerous.
Fine.
At least the pudding cards are useful.
Yuki.
Gamble is so chaotic evil. It always gets you. The joke is always on you.
I think she's better than Tomomo, and only because she has 5 HP.
But the negative defense and evade though.
I think having 5 HP. I think having an extra HP is better than not having negative.
Being able to
defense.
dish it and not being able to take it ain't that good though. I do appreciate how her hyper costs 13 stars.
Her hyper can also be okay, because if you're at low HP and you want to revive anyways,
No, you're right, but
I think she's better than Tomomo. I don't know about better than Ellie. Maybe.
I'd argue that she's better than Ellie. It's also kind of funny because you gain literally nothing from it. You don't get stars, you don't get wins. You literally just kill somebody just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And nobody is immune from it.
It's to slow them down, I guess.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna let you. Pick this one.
I love Yuki. You.
As long as she's above Kyosuke, I'm okay.
Bold of you to assume that I wouldn't think that she's better than Kyosuke.
I think she's better than a lot of these characters.
Her passive is great. Her hyper, you did make a point to say that it always costs 30, but since a lot of the characters have 4 HP, you're typically... I mean, but you don't waste it though, which is good.
Typically, you're breaking even or making a bit. Typically.
You also get to heal yourself for free if you're at 1 HP.
Yes. Which is good.
But Demon... Why am I forgetting the name? Demon Hand. Devil Hand, I mean. I want it to happen, it hasn't happened. But I want to play a game with Kiriko, and while she's at full health, just... I mean, that's the most you can get from. So the max. That's so cool. The max amount you can get for that is 40 stars, which is good. But and it's also random, so you can't control. You can
Realistically,
controlling Angel Hand is nice, but since most characters are 5, so you're either getting no stars back or 10 stars.
Realistically, the most amount that you know you'll be able to get is 30 when you're playing against Mary, Poppo, or Arthur.
That's assuming that you're playing a character with more than 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of depends on who you're playing with.
And that's with.
And it's real easy to take advantage of her passive when you see that fucking -2, -1 defense, lol. That being said, I love Yuki. She's better than Tomato and Mimyuu. Can I say that she's better than Cuties?
Yeah, I think he's better than Cupid.
Can you say?
I think she's better than Guy and Alte. Yeah.
S tier, best girl. Yuki. Also, all the S tier characters are from Flying Red Barrel.
Yeah.
Wow, goddamn. Oof. Okay, final revisions. Let's see. So we have best characters. Nico, Ni. Can I change the name to Nico, Ni?
No, she's Nico.
Nico /
Disrespect.
Nick.
No disrespect.
How is it disrespecting? She's Nico,
She
Ni.
doesn't
Coming
have
to
a
break
last
your
name.
Nico, kneecaps.
She doesn't have a last name.
Arthur, Nico, Ni. I'm surprised you like Krilla end up being that high.
I think C is better than Krilla. Maybe.
¿Por qué?
Because +2 attack, +2 evade.
That's if you have a good
I think
card.
C. Okay, how about this actually? Maybe just.
You think she's the best A character?
If it's Mary Poppo.
Poppo. Pokepo. Poppo can't even fucking talk.
That's my hot take. That's my hot take for the my hot
controversial.
take
Oh,
my hot
Lord.
take of the day.
Oh lord. Fuck maining anybody in Smash. I main C and 100% orange juice.
I think C is.
Her name is C. Put her
Underutilized.
put her where she belongs. Sora, Suguri. Like I just feel the arguments that could stem from this. I just feel it brewing.
I mean, it depends on what you like more. I like consistency more than explosive power. That's
I
why
can
say-
see the merit in most any character. Most. Most. Most.
I think any character above.
Wait, is the
C.
chicken the worst character in the game?
Yeah. I think any character C or above can be played, and you can have fun. I don't know.
What do you? I like playing with Robo Ball. It's pretty great.
I get it, yeah, Roboball, sure. I don't see how people have fun with any character other than Roboball down here. Like maybe Fernet, maybe like
People
sniping
like
people.
Kyoko.
She's like, I don't know.
People like Manager.
Oh.
I've helped into a couple lobbies where people are playing the Manager willingly.
I did say that that Kyoko's kind of fun when you just brush off a manager's 9.
I will repeat my earlier statement that I've never met somebody who actively wanted to play Tequila. Or had fun playing Tequila. Also, his name is Tequila.
I have no objections to this. No further objections.
You know my thoughts, but I will settle.
Any further
Hey, can
movings
it-
down of the Mary Poppo?
A J tier for Jonathan.
You hater, non-believer in the Mary Poppo.
I don't hate her. I just believe that she requires more luck.
Is this the ranking of the...
If your name is dangerous, you are in danger of being at the bottom of my tier list. Well, I mean, the castle is stat-wise is worse, passive-wise is worse. The HP is pretty much the only thing saving. Can't counterattack. The fuck?
Alright, well, I think that's good.
Ooh.
Save that shit. Post it in gamer chat.
Okay, like and subscribe for a new Orange Juice tier list. Next week, we'll be ranking all of the maps, every single map.
No!